like to talk about the politics of handouts. Between Baba and Ruto, who is giving a handout to Kenyans? Ruto the other day called Raila 6,000 a handout. But because Ruto has a PhD in plant science, we will teach him what 6K is all about. Baba's 6K stimulus is a structured poverty eradication plan that is set to uplift families living in hardcore poverty. We are talking about sufferers that make up 26% of Kenya who live way below the poverty line. And now Baba wants to give them 5% of our budget. And what is wrong with that? Actually, Raila is just expanding what already exists. For 7 years now, our government has been running a cash transfer program called Inua Jamii. So when Ruto trashes the idea of a transfer program, you are left to wonder if he even knows what has been happening in government for the past 8 years. Anyway, how will he know if he already absconded duty and now is left to roam from county to county dishing logistical funds? Ruto has in the past 1 month attended 135 rallies, dishing millions randomly to border riders, mama mbogas, and any other trader he finds on the road. Remember, these people already have an income. So if Ruto is not implementing a structured policy welfare plan, what is he doing then? Isn't he propagating a handout culture? Yes. As he gives money to people who already have an income, why then say that Raila giving an opportunity to people who don't have a meal, leave alone an income, is an insult? So it's an insult to give 6,000 to 2 million households who do not have an income and are hungry, but it's called empowerment when he gives millions of shillings to ladies of the night in Ukambani. But perhaps in light of it all, the most important question is this. Where does all this money for Ruto's handouts come from? 5 million shillings in each rally for the past 8 years is not a joke. This is an astronomical amount of money. Is he telling us that all of this is being funded from his bank account and from his salary as deputy president and selling eggs? Is he now telling us that his personal bank account will replace the consolidated fund at the Central Bank of Kenya? If this is the direction he wants to take us, history bears witness that this is exactly what Mobutu Sese Seko did when you put the national revenue of DRC in his personal bank account and have it dispersed from there. History also tells us that this is why the development of DRC has not yet joined the rest of the world in this new millennium. If Ruto wants to be the one to decide how money will be disbursed to the rest from his personal bank account, he should also tell us early enough in fairness between Oscar Sudi and Rashid Echesa who will be the treasurer. Hear me out. There is nothing wrong in people's empowerment, but you need to ask yourself, is this empowerment method you're choosing sustainable, transparent? Are the source of funds accountable? Is the criteria for choosing beneficiaries equitable and fair? What's your criteria for deciding who will get a wheelbarrow or water tank? Or how many youths will share one lorry in Kondele? And why are you not giving that lorry to the ladies of the night in Ukambani? And that is why we are saying Ruto's method is just populist. In fact, the only standard that Ruto's method of people's empowerment is based on is that he should be the only person who will decide who is getting the 100 shillings versus who is getting the 1 million shillings and where and how they are getting this money. And this can only happen if he becomes president. Basically, he wants to be the handout Santa Claus. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we submit to you that if you take a step back, Ruto's plan is entirely based on his cult of personality. Ni yeye msema yote, mjua yote, na mfanya yote. And if we are not careful, we will vote in someone with a messianic complex. And it is this egoism that will diminish and destroy all the gains this country has achieved.